kills it. Then again, he hasn't finished either. He holds the squirrel up to the crowd and shows it off. I guess he figures he might as well put on a good show for humans if he's going to be their source of entertainment. At the Oregon Zoo, this poor squirrel is being tossed by this chimp as if it were a pizza being flipped in a restaurant. The squirrel is flattened and killed in no time. Number 13. Chimp versus chimp. A power struggle is going on between these chimps as some of them try to impose their rules. The chimps chase and harass one another, and it's not clear what's going on, except for the fact that there is a lot of confusion and commotion. According to research, this chimp's death was not a surprise. The chimp who was slain was the former leader of the Senegalese savannah colony. He was the alpha for 2 years before being overtaken by younger males and spending 5 years in exile. He had tried for years to rejoin the group, but was slain in the process. Members of his previous gang can be seen groping, biting, and assaulting the body in this photo. At one point, a member of the group attempts to wake up the dead chimp by moving its body. Researchers who had been studying the group for almost a decade buried the body after observing their behavior. Chimpanzee homicides within one social group are known to happen, but there have only been a few hundred documented cases. This alpha male is attacked by members of its group as they gang up on him. The chimp has his back turned to them most of the time and is the victim of numerous attacks. This adult chimp has snatched a baby chimp and has climbed a tree and is beating the poor baby chimp. Other chimps are trying to prevent it from doing so, but the chimp pushes them around. I guess he's the new dominant male and is killing the previous dominant male's offspring. These chimps are picking on one of their own and they're not going at it lightly. They're violent and relentless. I don't know what this chimp did, but he isn't welcome around this group. You have the animal kingdom. A raccoon became trapped in the chimp cage at the St. Louis Zoo and was unable to escape. The chimps were harassing the intruder, throwing it around and sending it flying. Initially, the chimps surrounded and pursued the defenseless raccoon as it attempted to flee. The raccoon dashed across a large boulder, narrowly avoiding the grasp of the primates. One monkey, on the other hand, grabbed its tail and threw it across the enclosure. Another chimp caught the raccoon by the tail as it attempted to flee through a drain pipe. Someone speculated the raccoon's head got stuck in the drain pipe. It is possible that this is how it got in. Another chimp began punching the raccoon when it was defenseless. What a shame. Allow it to leave. Allow it to pass. Some people found the raccoon fight amusing. I'm not sure if that was intended to be humorous, because seeing a living creature in distress, even if it's a pest like a raccoon, is never enjoyable. Raccoons are notorious for sticking their noses where they don't belong, with the following results. The chimps gave the raccoon a piece of their mind because it had not been invited into their enclosure. This chimp goes bananas and attacks this man. You can hear the chimp yell obscenities at the man, while its handler is trying to take control of the situation. Chimps are extremely strong. The handler finally manages to get the situation under control. All the chimp wanted was a small cup of Haagen-Dazs ice cream. A chimpanzee escaped from its enclosure in Hai-Fi Wildlife Park in East China and was captured by police. A group of visitors can be seen running through the park's gates as the escaped chimpanzees pursue them. Observe the chimpanzee's attack on this man, and you'll get an idea of just how powerful a chimpanzee is. This is an incredible display of strength and power, and it kicks the man onto juvenile baboons with whom to play. This level of closeness, complete with teasing and laughter, is quite rare in the wild between such dissimilar creatures. The chimp's mother isn't overprotective, but she does keep an eye on her child in case he gets into mischief, which he appears determined to do so. He's chosen a huge monkey who refuses to participate in the game. That is sufficient for the mother. He calls her oldest, who is tormenting the giant baboon after picking up her youngest. The mother scares the baboon away with a well-aimed rock. The angry baboon reappears a few minutes later and assaults the young mother. The baboon undoubtedly detects this female lacks the confidence of the other mother and continues to torment her. She finally succeeds in chasing the monkey away. A baboon is harassing these two chimps, and one of them seeks protection from the other. Even when the baboon is attacked by the stronger chimp, the baboon attacks the weaker chimp. Finally, the stronger chimp chases the baboon away for good. In this area, baboons outnumber chimps by a factor of 4. The two species coexist peacefully for the most part, but the baboon is a competitor for food, so conflict can arise. Even a young chimp can intimidate a full-grown baboon because he has the intelligence to use a weapon. The bluff works, but the attacks can be very real at times. The group of chimps has captured and killed a young baboon. They'll gorge themselves on its remains. Chimps are not the gentle vegetarians that scientists thought they were, but they are a formidable predator, sometimes cooperating to hunt and stalk their prey just like humans.